Fox News wrote about the rally. Hasan Piker celebrates America bringing closer than ever to socialism as he backs New York City candidates. Piker praised Claire Valdez and Daria Elisa Avila Chevalier as giants of the socialist movement in a Brooklyn rally. Controversial Twitch streamer Hasan Piker threw his support behind two far-left candidates running for Congress in New York City, arguing their victories would help push the country closer to socialism. It wasn't just them. I endorsed the full slate. Excuse me. I endorsed the full slate. Named names, too. For the longest time, I thought we were so far away from socialism, and we might still be far away from socialism, but we do have an opportunity right here, right now, more than ever before. Piker said on Thursday at a Brooklyn rally for candidates endorsed by the New York chapter of the Democratic Socialists of America ahead of the state's June 23rd primary. That's in 10 days, ladies and gentlemen. Early voting has started in New York City, by the way. Leading the DSA back slate are State Assemblywoman Claire Valdez and activist Daria Elisa Avila Chevalier, whom Piker praised as giants of the socialist movement. We must seize that opportunity. You must continue to do your own discipline organizing for that to happen, Piker told the crowd. That is the challenge. Both candidates are socialists who want to abolish immigration and customs enforcement, raise tax on the wealthy, and advance Palestinian cause in Congress. If they win their contested primaries for deep blue districts, they would almost certainly pad the ranks of the Democratic caucus's far left flank. I've rarely seen such tremendous ideological representation at such an important level, Piker said, referring to Valdez and Villa Chevalier. I mean, a congressional seat is a tremendous amount of power. What an honor it is to be joined by Daria Elisa on stage, Valdez jokingly said, referring to a cardboard cutout of Avila Chevalier. It is the honor of my life to be on a slate with her with so many other socialist comrades. Valdez is running for a seat vacated by retiring Representative Nydia Velazquez, and there's a lot of drama there. We're going to be getting into that, obviously. That spans progressive bastions in Queens and Brooklyn. Meanwhile, Avila Chevalier is running as a formidable leftist challenger to Representative Adriano Espaillat, also in New York, the chairman of the influential Congressional Hispanic Caucus in a district covering Upper Manhattan and the West Bronx. The leftist duo is backed by New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani, Justice Democrats, a progressive group that helped launch New York Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's Insurgent House campaign in 2018. Avila Chevalier has sparked controversy over since deleted social media posts in which she asserted Israel doesn't exist, beast mode, voiced literal support for the open borders and claimed all deportation is wrong. The Mamdani ally has also faced scrutiny over calling former President Joe Biden a rapist and writing fuck Kamala Harris in 2021 over the former vice president told Guatemalan nationals not to illegally cross the border. Piker predicted a wave of socialist victories in New York City would soon eclipse the significance of Mamdani's mayoral win last year. By the end of these midterms, Zohran will seem unremarkable because by then we will have elected so many brilliant fighters in the legislative offices throughout New York City and the state. Piker said, referred to the slate of socialist candidates. These are your comrades. These are your fighters, he continued. Thursday's rally comes as Piker, who sparked widespread backlash immediately. You know what's funny? I mean, this is expected of Fox News, but it's also funny that, like, you know, like liberal outlets do this thing too, where they'll just be like, we can't really hit them on anything, so we should just like manufacture outrage over things that they've said in the past. In this day and age, I feel like here are the former quotes that you have made that we are going to either misconstrue or make a big controversy out of. It just doesn't hit. It doesn't hit, right? Like, there was an audience for it. There was an audience for it. There was a reception for this kind of manufactured outrage that was successful for those who engaged in it, for those who entertained it. It doesn't really work as well anymore, especially when you're matching that up against people who have either aided and abetted a genocide, or people who are in the Epstein files, or people who are defending people who are in the Epstein files, and you're just like, wow, oh really? We tweet bad instead of tweeting good? It's like, damn, I can't believe you caught us tweeting poorly. What will people do? And it's like, if you care about that, if you're a liberal in any way, shape, or form, if you're progressive in any way, shape, or form, if you find yourself deluded by this stuff, if you find yourself worried about a particular candidate because, like, you know, they've said things, you're a goddamn dullard, okay? You are the most malleable dupe of all time. You're a sucker, you're a rube, and that's pretty much it, right? That's what this is. Because, like, this kind of pearl clutching would have been successful. It should have never been successful, but it would have been successful and was unfortunately successful in a different time, in a bygone era, at a time when there was this notion that candidates were supposed to be completely sanitized, right? It doesn't fucking work. Several Piker's allies have lost their primaries, including former Ocasio-Cortez chief of staff, Shoykat Chakrabarti. Wait, who else? Why'd you say several? Who else? It's just Shoykat And I guess Cat up, right? And that was a different time too, because I didn't do a rally with Cat or anything like that. Just Shoykot. And you know it's not several because they can't name names. I got far more W's than I got L's. You know what I mean? In any case, yeah, they tried to pin Nithya. They tried to pin the whole ramen fiasco on me. And it turns out she won. So what are we doing? Nita Allen too. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Janet Mills. Damn it. Why did you bring up Janet Mills? Pills Mills, dude. Pills Mafia. They consider Steyer a failure on YouTube. I mean, that one evens itself out with ramen then. Also, here's the thing. I know many of these candidates are a fucking long shot. I don't give a shit. I'm not doing this because I want to have numbers on the board and I want to advance my own career as like a guy who props up politicians, right? That's not my purpose. My purpose, my goal is something different. It's to change American politics.